Hi, I'm Len Pagano here on Vet TV. And with me today is a gentleman who has a very important role to help veterans. And let me introduce you to Patrick Haddock, who's an executive at Coca Cola in social media, helping manage that area. Plus, he's also one of the senior executives with a group called VETLANTA here in Atlanta. Welcome to Vet TV.
Thank you for inviting me, Len. It's a pleasure.
Tell us a little bit about VETLANTA and what your mission is.
Sure. I love talking about VETLANTA. VETLANTA is an organization whose mission is primarily to make Atlanta the premier destination for veterans to live and work. We started about 3 years ago. We had a group of corporate leaders come together, mostly leaders of business resource groups with the Atlanta Fortune 100 companies. And our goal was to figure out what we were doing as individual companies so that we could collectively make a bigger impact in the area. And over the past few years, we've grown significantly. We've incorporated government agencies, we've incorporated nonprofit organizations, we've incorporated transitioning veterans, collectively we get together and we look at ourselves as a connector. How do we connect veterans with resources that they need to be successful in the Atlanta area? VETLANTA is unique because we are not a nonprofit organization. We don't have any money, we don't collect money, and we do that for some very specific reasons. A couple of reasons that we do it is one, if you have money, you have to have somebody manage it, and we really don't want to do that. Right. But the second thing is it removes a lot of the barriers and the potential conflicts of interest that could arise. And we want to be able to focus on our mission, and our mission is to help veterans. And we don't want any of the other external forces to come into play. We just want to be able to really focus on that. And we feel like that over the past few years, we've communicated to the veteran support community in the area that we can do that.
That's great. Well, It's a unique program, and we're proud to be your voice, if you will, to get information out to the public. Sure. And that's what we're doing here today. So if you haven't heard anything about VETLANTA, this is an interview to give you some more background. Patrick, what do you think is going to be a major part of this year's agenda for VETLANTA?
So, over the past few years, we've done a really good job of getting the word out about what VETLANTA is. Right. And we've gotten attendance at our summits. We have quarterly summits, and our attendance has grown from about 25 up to upwards of about 300 to 350 now. And so we've done a good job of doing that. But what we really need to do now is take that next step and actually tell people what we're going to do and what we're here for. And so we've established this past year a pillar strategy where we have our core strategic pillars. They're built upon business, community, how we're going to interact, healthcare, things that are important to veterans. And we have leaders in each of those pillars. Okay. And this year is going to be a building year around those pillars. We had a pretty robust process of soliciting volunteers and actually interviewing them to make sure that we have the right people in the roles to lead those pillars. And like I said, this year we're going to build around those and figure out how we can grow our organization and make an impact in each of those core areas.
And as you look at growing VETLANTA, what would you, if you could use any help, what kind of help could you use?
Well, we can always use help getting the word out, and I think this is a great medium to do that. Okay. So that's one. But we also need expertise. We have a lot of expertise in the area, both in the veteran community and not necessarily in the veteran community, but those who wish to help veterans. Right. And we could use help in our pillar strategy. One way to learn about what we're doing in the pillar strategy is to attend our summits. And our next summit is on the 8th of February.
And are there ways that people can get involved with VETLANTA if they can't make the summit on February 8th?
Sure. If you go out to our website, it has all the contact information for those of us who are leaders in the organization. Okay. And the first step would be to let us know that you're interested in helping. And we could always direct you to the resources within our organization that can tell you where we need the most help. And that's one way, aside from attending the summits, where you can meet those individuals in person and get involved.
That's good. Yeah. Of VETLANTA's short history so far, what would you say is maybe one of the best accomplishments to date? Is there anything that stands out in your memory? I mean, you've had great summits. We've been part of them, but beyond that, anything you would...
Well, event-wise, the summits are primarily what we've done over the past few years. Okay. This past year, we had the honor of hosting Undersecretary of the Army Patrick Murphy at our third quarter summit hosted at UPS. And that was a big deal because we realized that we were getting visibility much beyond the Atlanta area. In the Pentagon, we're getting visibility because there's really no other place in the U.S. that has a program set up like ours. There are similar programs set up that are doing great work for veterans, but ours is unique because of the money piece where we don't have money, and I think that's really appealing, particularly to those in DC. But also because we've been able to grow so quickly and getting our major corporations like Coca Cola, UPS, Home Depot, et cetera, involved at a really fast pace.
Well, you all have done a great job, and as we look forward to what we can do together, I think part of it is this, having a monthly interview with you, Patrick, and I think with your great personality, it's going to be great to have you on every month and talk about what VETLANTA is doing, and we'll look forward to being kind of the voice for VETLANTA.
Well, I appreciate that, Lynn. Your partnership means a lot to us. And like I said, one of the big things that we're trying to do is get the word out, and partnering with Safe America to do that is going to be a big win for both of our organizations as we try to do support veterans together.
Is there anything else you'd like to share today?
If you've registered for the February 8th summit, we look forward to seeing you there. The summit's actually full as of today, but we do have a waiting list.
Okay.
And you can sign up on our website, and we look forward to seeing you at some of our events and support veterans together.
That sounds good. Well, we'll look forward to telling more stories throughout the year, and thanks for this
Lynn.
initial visit.
I look forward to it.
Same here.